That's it. It's
Are we
on.
Remember the clap?
Yeah, we're back again, right? Episode 4.
Yeah, I have to make sure I have this right here because Tate said I ruined all the audio from just our podcast the other day because I had it so low.
Because yours is a little far away from you right now, too. Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah, it just makes it really silly.
When it echoes.
Yeah, it was a thing called mic bleed, to where when I'm talking, all the mics are picking it up because it's not dedicated to almost your voice. It's not finding it.
Right.
I mean, so I think. I'm not really an expert.
You're not?
No.
Oh.
By no means.
I think we said that in our first episode where we're like, this is completely brand new to us. So we're going to learn a lot of this as we go.
Oh, yeah.
So microphone 101.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have to actually speak into it. Who thought? We should all just get the little headsets like the Price is Right guy.
Don't they all have headsets? I always see like Rogan and stuff. Like, doesn't he have like
they'll put a headset on, so that'll help when someone's talking. Well, he says he likes it because so people don't talk over each other. Because you're hearing the audio from the other mics that are going on. So it really makes you not talk over each other. But,
I could use that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a headset. We'll just plug it in just for you.
Noise cancellation. You want to hear anything?
No, I don't.
All right, so what are we getting into today?
Well, yesterday we had some good play, right?
Yeah.
Messing around, wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Tate came back out again.
Yeah,
I did.
Too.
I came back out yesterday, and Tony was asking me a little last night what I thought about the play, playing now, like, in an area where I'm more comfortable at Coehadjoe and new people and stuff like that. And I think the main takeaway is that defense is important, but defense cannot be your offense. Like, there is so much actual offense now that if you're just waiting on them to make a mistake, it's not going to happen. Like, you're just you really have to be offensive.
You have to, yes. I think from when you play to where it's at now,
Mm-hmm.
like back in the day, we would just make mistakes just because we were bad, right? We would pop a ball up just because we were terrible. We're different levels of games, but kind of where we're at now is like you have to put pressure on them somehow to make a mistake. You have to do something to get that to happen.
Otherwise, you're really just preventing the inevitable. Like, if you're just going to defend, like, you're really just, how long is that going to go? At some point, you're going to get cracked.
Right.
So, like, you're going to get cracked before they make a mistake, basically.
Yeah.
So you have to fire back.
Exactly.
And that was kind of the biggest, I think, takeaway that I realized. And so I maybe start playing more offensively. Yeah.
Right. How do you think you did with that?
I think I had a few actual like decision issues, like not issues, but mistakes, a few decision mistakes, and then a decent amount of execution mistakes. But I think overall, once I actually start getting a handle on the offense, I think my game will really go. I think I have potential to be decent at offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was told Sam even one game I was like, hey, before I left, I was starting to try the roll, like over the net,
backhand roll.
Net. Yeah, and I said I'm gonna try it. And there was one thing where I did it. I was set up perfectly to do it, and I did it. And he was like, oh, nice. So I was like, yeah, like I'm getting back in the swing of things, being on the front.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest issue, I think, was just the hesitation between letting the ball bounce and taking it out of the air.
Yeah.
That was what I kind of struggled with a lot, which, I mean, it bit me a few times, but there's a few times it was all right. Like, I was able to get behind it and still get it, even though I waited too long to take it off the bounce. But that little hesitation moment.
Yeah.
Then,
I noticed that too. A little bit. I said something to you.
Yeah. You like, take it out of the air. I'm like, I know, I don't know why.
You took a step or
waiting for it to
step and a
bounce.
half back, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you step back that late, you're done. You're toast.
That was
Unless you're Daniel, you could get away with that.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he would do that, but I've seen you take a step and slap it, like back. If you're back,
that's just a panic move, though.
Yeah.
When I do that, it's just like, oh no, I messed up. Let me just try to catch them off guard.
You did something panic mode yesterday that was silly, but worked. Like that, was it lob? Was it like a panic lob or something?
I don't know. I tend to lob when I'm in trouble. Yeah,
it worked really nice.
Mm-hmm. So you played a little bit with us over here, and then you went to kind of the more advanced court for sure. Was what, Jason and Jorge? Yeah. How did that game go? How did those games go?
Well, that's the most advanced you could pretty much get in rec. You're not going to get much better than that in rec play.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely an uncomfortable level for me, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel's probably a little more apt in that than I am, but it was good. It went well. Me and Daniel almost won the first one.
Yeah.
It was like 12-10.
Yeah. I mean, I would consider Jorge and Jason the better better too. I mean, give or take, but pretty much the best you can play around. So it was cool. It was good to play against them. And obviously, if you've listened to us too, you've been wanting to play more of those games.
Yeah,
right?
I need to play more of those games.
And not that I get in them a ton either. I've played just a little more than you, but it's uncomfortable, right? Like, you're constantly like, man, should I do this? Should I do that? And we had those conversations even on the court. I'm like, you're like, man, why am I hitting bad shots? And I kept saying to you, are you hitting some bad shots? Yes. But some of those shots you're used to them working also. So they're not, they're able to redirect them because they're so good. Like that you hit an okay shot. They just hit a way better return shot.
Yep.
So guys like that, you guys are hanging in the game. How are you getting points? Is it them making mistakes, you forcing them to make mistakes? Or maybe it was some chemistry issue between them playing together? Like how are you getting your points against that kind of level?
I think it's both, right? Like I feel like it's a little bit of all of that. So obviously I felt like I was playing good yesterday. So I was driving the ball very, very good.
Yeah, you had some great drives.
So that is part of it. I mean, they're human too, right? You put pressure back on them, especially when I would think they might think they're a little better than us. So they're maybe we caught them off guard a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of they didn't say that, but that's my
100%.
That's my take.
Definitely.
So so we kind of surprised them a little bit, like, oh wow, okay. Which they both know I can drive the ball, but beyond that, you take that out of it is they're human. So we put pressure on them, and we played very loose, almost like we had nothing to lose, right? And that was putting pressure on them, and then they started making some uncharacteristic errors too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but it's definitely probably more of the second thing you said. It's putting some pressure somewhere,
forcing their mistakes.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because you get them out of their comfort zone, they're just like us, right? It's just they're harder to get out of that comfort zone.
Right.
So, because they have what I call default shots, right? What I mean by that is like, there's some shots that I'm going to hit, just that's the shot I go to if it's a normal shot, right? But if you can get them, like, let me describe that better. Like, if I'm in the back, I know I typically like to dink to the front right corner, right? Like that's my go-to. That's what I feel like I can dink it there easiest, most consistently. Or if I'm in trouble, I typically will hit a lob shot, and I feel very comfortable. That's my default shots, where that's just kind of what I do, and I do it very good. Where if you make me do something a little different, I'm not going to be as accurate, right? Like if you get me out of my comfort zone, and I think that's what we were doing to them is we got them out of their comfort zone a little bit.
Right.
So
how's their chemistry?
They're good. They're good together. Yeah.
Well, they practice together a lot.
They play a lot together. And I think Jorge's good with everyone.
I agree.
You know, I mean, he's just got a nice attitude. Like I play very well with him too. And ironically, I'm probably spinning off a little bit, but like we switched around. Now, the game I did the worst with in that whole rotation was with the best player, Jason.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's just it's
who do you play with Jason?
I played Daniel and Jorge.
The four of us just switched.
Yeah, we just kept switching around. So it's for no other reason, but like I'm not able to really play my game. It's just not comfortable. Like I'm not playing comfortable. You know, nothing against Jason. It's probably my own issue, really, but it's just like you don't get that with Jorge ever. I don't get that with you either.
Yeah, and I think what is. Like when you make a mistake with me, I'll be like, it's all right. Who cares, Tony? Like, hey, it's not a big deal. Like I give you that reinforcement. Like, and I know not that you need that, but I know it makes you feel better too.
Right.
Like you just are like, oh, okay. Like that's fine.
Right.
So and Jorge is even more than me. He does it with everybody.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, Adam was playing the other night. Adam hit the worst shot ever. And Jorge's like, oh, no worry, bro. You did okay. And Adam's like, no, that was terrible.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't good at all. Like Jorge's just positive like that at all times.
Yeah.
So. And not to say Jason's not positive. He's not as verbal with that. Right. So,
yeah.
And he's got the coach in him. So when you're on his team, he's coaching you along the way. And then you're like, oh, well, because he is good, right? He does lessons and he is a good coach. So then you're thinking about that as you're trying to play a very high level game.
Exactly.
So,
I don't know if that's the right place for extensive coaching, like in a game, in a hard game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is. Like I saw a video once of someone talking about tournaments. He was like a 5.0 or something. And he was saying that when you go into tournaments, you should never say anything to your partner that has anything to do with education. You could do a little bit of stuff as far as strategy, like, hey, man on right is a little weak on his backhand. That's fine, but nothing else. After the game, you could though. Or if you're drilling or practicing or whatever, but not during the game in a tournament. Don't say one word about strategy or not strategy, but like execution or it's too much thinking when you're trying to perform.
They say the same thing about golf though too. Yeah, like when you're trying to golf and your buddy's trying to give you little tips and stuff because you're like off a little bit and it just completely. I mean, some people like it, some people don't. It's kind of optional, but people are just pretty verbal about it.
It happened to me in one specific play.
Yeah.
When Jason was like, I mean, you should get up a little quicker. My drops are good. This, that, the other thing. And like, I made an effort to do something I wouldn't do. I like to see what's going to happen. I might take a step or two if I think the trajectory is good, but it might take a big bounce. I don't want to be right up the net and just slammed. You got to watch it. But I said, all right. Next one, I ran right up there and got pounded. I would have got pounded, but I didn't even. He just hit it right down the line. I was like way out of position. I was way too close to be dealing with that.
And then I saw your body language. You were like defeated. You're like, all right.
Tony line.
Yeah.
You're like, I did what Jason said, which made me a little uncomfortable. And then I just basically had no chance.
Right.
So, and then when we're saying it is not a knock on Jason, like he's.
Oh yeah, not at all.
This is not. It's just. That can be tough though when you're being coached along the way, and there's guys that do it out there all the time. So
right. Well, if it's gonna happen, I'd prefer it to happen from Jason.
Yeah,
because at least you're getting sound advice from someone who has a lot of credentials.
Yeah.
When it's not worthy, you really start to get pissed off.
Or when it's not even actually educational. If they're just like, you got to quit popping it up. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like, tell me how. You
got to make your drops, man.
Yeah, you got to have something backing it up.
So Tony, who gives you advice? I can say it without laughing. Who gives you advice that is not worthy?
There's only 2 people really that I run into that do that all the time.
Yeah.
But
I know we can't. We're not naming. I at least know one of them for certain.
Yeah.
I don't know the other one.
One I know a lot. Well, the other one I don't know so well, but I see it a lot.
During yesterday's play too, I played a few games with Sam, and Sam was saying that he liked playing with me because it would help his defense a lot because I was bopping it up so
was
much.
That a compliment?
I mean, I was like, hey, I'm helping you. See, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
For that point too, though, I don't give out a lot of advice unless someone says like, "Hey, what do you think here?" Then I will. For that reason too.
Right.
It's like, and plus, I don't want to act like I'm better than them. Like,
right.
that's never why you do it. Sometimes there's glaring things, and you want to be like, "Hey, do this," but
yeah.
So
yeah, that's different.
All right. So what's coming up? You guys playing again tonight, or are you going later in the week? You got other tournaments and plans coming up?
You got something going on tonight.
Yeah, I'm not playing tonight.
Right. I'm tentatively drilling a little bit with Evan.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So me and Evan are in a tournament. You're in that one too. That's going to be a hard tournament for us. Not that we don't beat these people all the time individually or even sometimes together, but like for anyone who doesn't know this, anyone who's watching this that knows us probably knows this already. We sometimes have bad chemistry, me and Evan. But we also have good runs sometimes too, to be fair. But so I'm going into this a little skeptical, but I'm trying to change my mind frame a little bit. And I'm like, if I'm going to do it, let's warm up. We got about a week and a half. Let's drill. Let's play together. Let's do the best we could. So we're doing that today. We're drilling.
Do you know how many teams are in the tournament?
8
teams. Is there tiers? 4.5?
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch in 4.0 that are sandbagging too.
Yeah,
like a lot of the 4.0 people should be playing with us. It's there's no difference.
Who's a high level team that's in the 4.5 with you guys?
The highest one, I guess, is Gorka, and he's playing with somebody I never heard of before.
He's playing with Stu.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, because I glanced at it yesterday, and there was a lot of people I didn't know. Like I would know one, but not the partner. So I knew Gorka, though I don't know him that well either. I've only played him a couple times.
Same.
But it wasn't Stu unless Stu has a different name that he doesn't go by.
I'm pretty sure it was him. I just don't think. I think he has a different first name than we know of.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I think the last name matched.
Okay.
So.
Is Jason playing in that?
No.
No,
So
he's not allowed to. He's too good.
I think he could if he wanted to.
Who knows?
So I'm playing with Dylan Grace, Adam's son. So
Mhm.
Dylan's a very good player. These are the names that I know. Nate is playing.
Mhm.
I don't know who he's playing with.
Yeah.
He's playing, so he's a solid player. Dr. Tom is playing with Justin.
Mm-hmm.
So tall Justin,
Yeah.
head advisor Justin. So
Is Sam playing in it?
No.
mm-mm.
Is Adam playing in it?
No, Adam, he can't play.
Oh,
You said Clayton was playing too, right?
Yeah, he was playing with a guy I didn't know.
But
the
you
name.
sure it's that Clayton?
Well, he said he was over from like the Denellen, like when you said the towns. I assume.
Okay.
I don't
Was
really
it
know.
LJ he's playing with?
Well, the first name did start with an L, so that
Oh,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, LJ's good. I've played him a few
Yeah.
times. Yeah. So that's a really good team.
Yeah, it's a good team too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like LJ too.
Yeah,
I've
some
played with him
people
a
do.
couple of times.
Yeah. Nate might be playing with that other lefty that he goes by John.
The name was Dalton Heck,
Oh,
which I have no idea.
no. Yeah, it should be definitely pretty good.
Yeah. And there's another team from Gainesville I've never heard of. So
Is
Yeah.
it set up that same way with the point differential, like the other term? Do you know what the style it is?
I have no clue. You?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
This is going to be the first one we'll learn.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of teams in the 4.0?
I think there was 8 and 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you mean? Tell me what he means by Sam. There's teams that could just play 4.5. Like
Right.
we don't consider. I'm just playing what I thought was the right competition. So, and I think there's guys that we play with often that are playing 4.0 for whatever reason.
Right.
We'll have to ask them.
So
Yeah,
who,
I know the
Who
answer.
actually puts it on? Because I mean, it's at Coehadjoe, but like who's running it? Who's,
It says
formatting
Big
it?
Sun when you register for it. It says Big Sun.
Like based on soccer? No,
I don't know. It does
Is
say
it
Big
connected?
Hold on, let me look.
you're Big Sun fence. I mean, like what is it?
Might be Big Sun Fence.
Yeah, fencing. Like who's
Yeah, hold on.
putting it on?
Yeah.
Y'all keep talking.
So the 4.0 here, at least the people
Mhm.
I know, they're better than 4.0. They're doing it, because they want to win, so they feel like there's one or two teams that like they're not going to be able to win on 4.5 because they're superior. So like one of them, for instance, is Gorka. A lot of people are like, nobody's going to beat Gorka, so why even do the 4.5? Why don't we do something that we have a chance of winning? So let's all go in the 4.0. So they're doing things like that.
It could also be not so much just like winning. It could be like, I want to be able to play enough games to compete, as opposed to what if you do go to 4.5 and the first team you play is Gorka and you're out and you go home.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, I kind of want to be here and play multiple games and,
Yeah.
all
But
those
you could do
things.
that. We do that all the time anyway, right? I mean, especially locally. Like, think about this. All these guys know each other. We
Mhm.
all play each other all the time. You're getting your play. I mean, if you're going to do a tournament, why not challenge yourself?
Does it cost money, the tournament?
It's, $55.
They don't want to pay $55 and play one game and get kicked off.
All right, I have two things to
Don't
add
do
to
it
that.
then.
Okay.
Ocala Pickleball Club's putting it on,
Okay.
Mhm.
but it says it's called the Big Sun Pickleball Tournament. That's why I was confused.
Gotcha.
So I'd assume that's the Yardy guy we were right. Is that who runs Ocala Pickleball
I
Club?
think so. Yeah.
We'll have to have him on one day.
I know we got
He does a lot with the older people, and they just seem like they love pickleball, and they do lessons for nearly nothing, and they constantly are out there. So
I think I've seen them post in the group before too. Yeah, for the lessons and merch and stuff.
second part to that is it's round robin, so you're not playing just one game and going home. So there's a round robin version, and then I think so you play guaranteed 3 or 4 games, and
Okay.
then there's the playoffs.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Yeah, so they're just outright choosing
Yeah.
4.0 because they want a chance to win. Then.
Yeah. The people want medals and
Mm-hmm.
And I think you have more experience with that because you've told me because you travel around more and play. You're like the level at Coehadjoe is way higher than normal rec play at other places.
The middle class.
I feel so.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I don't know if that's just me. Like maybe I'm just looser playing outside. Like I go in there with I have fun with my friends, obviously, playing. Don't get me wrong. But like I'm super loose when I play with strangers because I have nothing to prove,
Mhm.
Like I don't have to go through like 3 bad days of like feeling like I'm the weaker link. Now that's all in my head,
Mhm.
but still, that's not in my head with strangers. I go in there loose as a goose and
Does that help your play?
drastically
Yeah.
helps my play. I could only play loose. I'm not a head player at all.
Mm-hmm.
Even to the point where in the tournament with Mark, I had no care to worry about differential. Like, I don't even care about strategy with differential. I care about just going in and playing hard. Like, I can't be disfocused with that. I just have to be loose. That's just the kind of person I am.
Gotcha.
What about Tony showing up yesterday without his brand new paddle?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you got there. And then you realized, I think, that the paddle you were using wasn't even the one that was Daniel's that you scuffed up and that you had to give money for. It was
weird.
Another one. And that made you realize that you didn't have that paddle anymore.
But I have all these old paddles. I had like 6 or 7 paddles in my bag.
Yeah. And then, so then it's the big mystery. You lost your paddle. We're giving you crap about it. And then 30 minutes later, Shania walks up. And what Shania say?
So I was just about to tell Shania, I'm like, you're not going to believe this. I lost my paddle already. And as I was just opening up my mouth, he's like, I got your paddle in my bag. And I was like, and then it all came back to me because I was there. She has a court, by the way. Mm-hmm. And she had a party. Her daughter was getting married. So there was a lot of people over on Thursday. And it was like light pickleball and like ping pong and hanging a hot tub and barbecue and some drinks. Mm-hmm. Very loose. So my paddle never made it back in my bag because we're just like drinking and hanging out, you know? I forgot all about it. Mm-hmm. All about it. But anyway, I really thought that it never made it from Oxford when I got it from you.
Yeah, I know. Shania's was never an option when you were thinking about it.
No.
Because I was like, hey, well, we can call down to Oxford. And you're like, it's gone. And you even said, maybe it was a sign. Maybe I should never play with that paddle.
Yeah, you're about to pay for a paddle that you don't even have anymore.
Yeah. I'm like, it's not supposed to be. Mm-hmm. That paddle's a figment. It's not real.
So speaking of that, Dustin Quinchas played at Dink Tank last night.
Oh, yeah?
Right? And he's getting back into it. Sort of like Tate. He hasn't played in a long time, right? Very good player, just hasn't played. And he sent me some pictures of paddles and asked me if I knew the brand, which it was called Rowdy. I don't know the brand or whatever. And it was just a funny conversation. So then he's asked me, I'm like, well, you should really, that Engage is a good paddle, right? And he knows we have the podcast on. So now he's like, are you getting paid to provide Engage? I'm like, no, trust me. That nobody's paying me any money for my pickleball.
There's no payments here whatsoever.
And I was thinking about it the other day. Actually, it's been probably a year and like 6 or 7 months since I've played. It's been longer than a year because we started around like a March of 23, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. And I played probably maybe March of 24, maybe to then. And we're already in like, so it's probably been like a year and a half.
It's a long time.
Yeah. Because you guys are like 2.5 years in now.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Good. I did see at the courts last night, which he was around when we originally kind of started playing Greg. And he's actually was really good, but he says he doesn't play as often anymore. But he showed up a little later, and I knew him from middle school. Yeah, does he? He plays a lot or doesn't?
Well, maybe in his mind, he did play a lot. I'm talking about like twice a day. He was playing. I'd run into him at any invite, whether it was like morning at the Y or it was like the evening or just like Shania, anywhere. Like anywhere, anytime. So maybe for him it's a little bit less. Because maybe he's only playing like once a day now or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by his standards, it's less.
Yeah. He's playing a lot, believe me.
He was really good. Right before we started the game, Sam was like, he's really good. He's really good, before we started.
Yeah, he's good. And you just told me you grew up with him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we went to elementary. We definitely went to middle school together. I've known him for a long time. And I recognized him, but I didn't see him forever. And then when we came back, when I started playing pickleball, I saw him again, just see him occasionally. And then now I've gone another year and a half and saw him again, and we were chatting and stuff. And he's still in the mix. And I was telling him like, I took a step back. I just, kind of plateaued, and then had a lot of stuff going on. And now that the soccer season's over with the kids and stuff, I was able to try to start coming like once a week. But he has, which I was telling you earlier, when you're at the back line and the ball's coming and people try to hit the short that you can run up to, when he hits his short, the ball just dies. Like it hits the ground and
that's
just dies.
That's his signature shot.
He has a little chop that he does. The ball just dies. Like even if you could be the fastest man on earth, you're not getting up there because the ball barely bounces.
Yeah.
It hits the ground, almost just rolls backwards. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was really, he had some nice shots.
You have to know him when you're playing him. And like, if you're hitting something that he could do that with, you have to have at least 2 or 3 steps. Mm-hmm. Take your chances on him slamming you. You have to.
He also walked up cold and still played well. I mean, he had maybe 2 mistakes or so, but like his very first game, he was just like, "No, I'm good. Let's play." He's wearing a hoodie, and just did very well.
Yeah. He's one of those guys that progressed pretty quickly too.
Mm-hmm.
So do you remember him? I think that was your low, right?
You asked me. I don't remember Greg at all from the beginning.
Yeah.
He was kind of in, I think, on the other courts and stuff. He wasn't really mixing in with us.
He was a beginner.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a strong tennis background, so he caught it real quick. But yeah, he, just a regular guy who was not that good.
Mm-hmm.
But when I say that, I mean, he was a beginner. Not that he didn't have potential. He just didn't know the game yet. And that's how I remembered him. And then I didn't see him for a month or 2 or 3 or whatever it was. Then one day I played with him against Sam and Evan. And one of those people didn't have the best attitude playing against us, thinking like it was going to be a stupid game because Greg sucks.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy who's a beginner because that's how we thought of him. And me and him crushed them. And I was like, Greg, where'd you come from? Like he progressed very fast and continues to progress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was, it almost seems like he was just messing around in like the games with us because like he knew like I had been gone and it was me and Sam.
He probably was.
Yeah. And Sam was off his normal game because he just knew he was going to get punished from me setting him up to get punished. So he was just kind of taking everything with a grain and just trying to react.
But he was thanking you too, right? For
helping his defense. Which we were somewhat competitive. I mean, it wasn't like completely terrible, but there were some stuff where I really set him up and just kind of depended on Sam to be able to defend and react to the hard balls. Yeah. Who else was that? Oh, I saw Kevin Tourney. Yeah, which he's been playing for a long time, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had been playing longer than before we even started.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a very like solid style. I feel like his movement is almost very tennis-like. The way he leans, like his footing seems very good when he plays. Most of what I've seen from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Did you guys got in a game with him yesterday?
No, we didn't play with him. So no, he played one game after us, and then we, for whatever reason, it never worked out. Kevin's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
I've heard he does lessons. I don't know. I've heard that.
Yeah, he gives out lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people do though. Like I know Mark. I think Mark does too.
Mark?
Your
partner,
Mark.
But I don't know I don't think he does for money though. I think he just does just to help people.
Just help friends. And
yeah,
stuff.
like because his wife is she really likes the game. She's a beginner, and she's according, this is all coming from him. He said that she didn't really have any athletic background of any kind. So, this is her first thing to do that was active and kind of coordinated and stuff like that. I think she's very good for a beginner. Did you ever play with her? You never see her play?
I've watched her play. Yeah.
Yeah. She's actually, I think, very good. Now he says, and I see this too, she just refuses to dink or drop. So she's just slamming everything, which is okay for a beginner. But she has skill with that, though, for someone who has never done anything like this before. She hits hard. She's got good reflexes, good coordination. But I think Mark has a lot to do with her group and helping them.
Yeah, more of introductory to pickleball as opposed to
lessons too,
hardcore.
like trying to dink and positioning and things like that.
Maybe she has a lot of built up frustration that she just wants to hit things hard. I'll have to ask Mark about that.
Yeah. Should we call him now?
She's angry. Yeah. So you guys got a guest coming in today. You excited about that?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about that. Who's the guest coming in?
Sean Plunkett. Am I saying
Plunkett.
It right? Plunkett.
Yeah.
Plunkett. Right. So he's the owner of the Dink Tank, which is brand new here. Right. It's just officially opened a few days ago. Officially.
Yeah, it'll be good to get to know him. So obviously pickleball, we think it's grown, but I also think it's small. So don't know a lot about Sean. I haven't really played with him much, honestly, since the Dink Tank. So be interested in kind of hear his story. How, what made him start Dink Tank? How did he come up with it? Just learn a lot about Sean.
Is that the one that wore, you said, the costume?
Yeah.
The alien and wrecked you in the
alien costume?
Let me just say, he had more than 2 hands.
No way. One paddle, though.
Yeah.
Just throwing it around.
Yeah. No, he did.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get to figure out, a lot of people probably are not aware of what the details are at the tank as far as booking a court and the payments and the
Maybe
being the
intimidated to
membership
show up.
and things like that. So we'll get down to all that.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's exciting.
It'll be good. The hard hitting questions.
Hard hitting questions.
No dinking around here.
It's the kitchen banter.
I gotta hop
All
on
right,
this
we
call.
good?
Gotta go.
All right.
Yuck.
See you.